These grimy niggas, they get the wrong idea, man. They don't feel like you ain't real no more.
Well, you think I'm worried about my rep? Or somebody taking my spot? See, you can't see this shit because you're too close to it. You all caught up in it. You can't see it for what it really is. Got our minds locked up. When your mind is locked up,
Right now,
you locked out of realizing your full potential. I got more potential than this shit.
What's poppin', everybody? Thank you yet again for tuning into the channel. I'm back again, another video. Gotta take a quick ride right now, so I figured this would be the best time to bang out his email. So let's go ahead and read the question off first, and then we'll go ahead and take this ride. Hi Zaya, I'm an 18-year-old that loves sneakers and has grown up in the sneaker community. I'm going to college next year and have selected business as my major. My dream has always been to open my own place. I'm fairly well known in my area for sneakers and are always making connections with people in the game. I also feel my area is deprived in some brands of sneakers and would hope to bring that to my city. What steps could you suggest to me to prepare me for in order to successfully open my own place and could make it something I'm proud to represent? Love your vids and suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Alright, so this gentleman wants to open his own sneaker spot, and regardless of what I say in this email, I wish you nothing but the best. It's a dream, believe me. It's a dream of mine. I've always dreamt of having my own sneaker spot, and you know, I live that now through TSGK because the passion that kind of died down because of the fact that opening up a sneaker shop is so hard. Now I relive it through TSGK because that's her passion. So I hope that, you know, if I can't do it, then one day TSGK can do it. But it's not all it's cracked up to be to have an actual store. First and foremost, you want to have it in good location. Location is key. Also, you want to do your research on the location. The reason I say that is I used to deal with a sneaker spot called Sneaker Bully, if you remember, about a year and a half ago. And Sneaker Bully opened up, and I don't know if they did the research on it. I never really asked. I just always thought it was kind of weird. But where they opened up the sneaker spot, it used to be an athlete's foot. Either the exact suite that they had was an athlete's foot, or it was within doors of them. And this is what I've heard. So what happens is when you do that, sneaker companies are actually going to do the research that you don't do. So if you didn't know that there used to be an athlete's foot there and it fucking bombed, they'll find that out and they're going to be like, well, why are we going to give this person an account when another account already bombed in that same area? I don't know what the criteria is for sneaker companies, mainly Adidas, Asics, Reebok, Nike. I don't know what the exact parameters are to get an account. I do know it's not easy to get an account. Some are a little easier than others, don't get me wrong. But the main one you're probably thinking of, if I know you well, is Nike. And Nike is not an account that's like that. It's not happening. Number one, they're not giving out Nike accounts like they used to, mainly because of all the backdooring, all the high prices, all the resellers. Nike sees all this, so Nike's not just handing out accounts like they used to. On top of that, when they do give you an account, you got to remember, you're going to get all the garbage first. You're going to have to push a lot of garbage. I'm talking about, and when I say garbage, I mainly am talking about you know, like Team Jordans and all that stuff that don't regularly sell in stores like Foot Locker. You're gonna get a lot of garbage before you get anything crazy, any sort of limited release. It's not you just get a Nike account and oh shit, you got a Nike account and wow, now you're on board to get Yeezys and stuff like that. And I say Yeezys because Yeezys is the one that gets everybody. But yeah, man, you don't just start off and start getting all the good getting all the good shoes. You gotta push all the junky shoes for a minute. I heard. I'm talking about like a year, 2 years, pushing the junk stuff just so that you could get some of the good stuff. And sometimes that's not even worth it because, you know, are you really telling me for a year and a half you're gonna be able to push the junk stuff in hopes that Nike blesses you with some good stuff? And that's just Nike. Like, if you're not really fucking with Nike, and my suggestion whenever someone tells me a sneaker shop, I'd be like, listen, a dope sneaker spot would be something that's not totally surrounded by Nike. Asics is popping in the game. New Balance is popping in the game. The only problem is I don't know how it works with their more popular lifestyle models. They could be sending you the regular stuff before you get a collaboration model. So it's not as easy as it once was to just pop up and have a sneaker store. If you notice, a lot of times the sneaker stores that do pop up, they do consignment. And the reason for that is because with consignment, you don't really need anyone's permission to do that. You can just throw sneakers in there. And the problem is that with consignment, the store doesn't really make that much money. You got to remember, consignment shoes are overpriced. So the store only makes a certain percentage of each sale, which is usually about 10 to 15% of the sale. So, you know, if a shoe sells for $100, you're only getting $10 to the shop. And, you know, it's going to cost more than $10 to run a shop. Same thing with like a $200 shoe. You're only getting $20 to the shop. And let's say you only sell 1 or 2 a month. You only made $60 on shoes. Apparel is key. If you got good apparel, you can draw the traffic to your store. That's my opinion. Again, when I worked with Sneaker Bully, they didn't really have any good apparel to draw the people in. And they had to go the route of doing consignment because it just was impossible for them to secure a decent account. And check this out. You're going to school for it. But those two people at Sneaker Bully were ex-football players in the league. They were once in the league. So if those people have a hard time and they got money and they got the connects and they got the background and they know the people, if they can't get a Nike account, then, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be hard for you to get a Nike account or any account in general. I'll tell you right now, you got to have good credit. You got to make sure your credit's up to par, because they're not going to front you stuff if you ain't got no good credit. That's plain and simple. What else? I wanna say that location is key. Research your location. Do something other than Nike. Go with an Asics. Try to research a New Balance, Reebok, Adidas. Try to go with those companies and try to see what you can do to get some of the lifestyle models. Also, make sure you got good apparel. You want to push the apparel is going to draw the traffic to your store. Besides that, man, I wish you all of the luck. It is not easy. Please do not think it's easy. It's going to cost a lot of money before you start seeing a hell of amount of profit. Remember that. It's going to cost you a lot of money before you start seeing a hell of a lot of profit. So choose wisely. And, you know, just follow your dream, man. If it's your dream and you give it 110%, then, you know, it should work out for you. But remember, you still got to, you got to give it 110%. Besides that, I think that's really it. I really can't say much more about your store. Make sure you have a good name. Also, make sure you secure your name. If you know your name now, do what you got to do to secure it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the same name. When you have all the same name, it just makes it easier for people to find you. I think that's pretty much it, man. Off the top of the head, that was just off the top of the head what I think that you could do to, you know, have a successful sneaker spot. But if you have any more questions, feel free to hit me up. Even if it's not as email, even if it's a couple of tips that you may want. You know, I can't speak successfully as a successful sneaker store owner. I can only speak on seeing other people do it and seeing the mistakes that they made. But besides that, I'm going to get out of here. I'm at the post office. I got to go ahead and scoop up this package. Everybody stay up, stay fresh. I'll catch you on the next email. Peace.